Some people have nails in their tires. Some people have a mental block or just can't think straight. Some people have broken legs or a pacemaker that slows them down. Some people just can't get off their butts and do something. Maybe they have loose screws and can't carry through on anything. A voice inside their head says, "You can't do it. There's no use." The voice inside says, "Don't work. Don't do anything." This is maybe worse than broken bones or cancer. Don't let a nail in your tire tell you to slow down. Good morning, this is Pamela Bluewater for J&S Biblical Productions. Today we're going to examine an important biblical passage written during the Roman persecution of Christians around 60 AD, which can be applied today when we make New Year's resolutions. It is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, which reads, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down." We have invited two guests to the studio we have asked beforehand to read this passage and think of things that they can get rid of, both physical and mental items that they have been holding on to that remind them of people and events from the past that they have no use for now or in the future. So welcome to JNS, Gretchen Muckwash and Bradford Gorbage. It's good to have you here. So Gretchen and Bradford, we asked you ahead of time to see if you can literally and figuratively throw out around 20 to 30 things that you have been hanging on to for no real good reason. Perhaps these things you have been hanging on to, there might be broken items that will never be repaired, or items that remind you of your past, such as past mistakes, past failures, and maybe it's getting rid of things that take up your time, that keep you from going forward, like Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 suggests.
Well, I have.
Okay.
I have here photos of all my ex-wives, all 5 of them. I've been keeping them for the last 10 years. This is Marnie. At least that's what I called her. This is Cindy. Apparently everything for blondes. This is Gretchen.
Okay.
Oh, nice teeth. This is Benita. Now I let her slip away. The name of the dog is Rogie. I can't remember her name. But I've been keeping them for about the past 10 years or so, and, thinking that they would help me, kind of remind me of the good times we had together. But I admit, they do remind me of my 5 divorces and, bad mistakes I made.
I am Bertha, the receptionist here at J&S. I'll take those. We have an incinerator in the back of the studio.
All right, no more physical reminders of ex-marriages, so you can leave those behind, Bradford, right? So how about you, Gretchen? What do you have?
Well, I actually have this dress that I made when I was first learning how to sew. Isn't that beautiful?
Flashy. Oh. That's not gonna.
Now you can use it to wash your car or do your dishes.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. No more reminders of mistakes from the past.
My mother told me that I would never make a good seamstress, and I believed her.
Is she still talking to you?
I think she's asking if your mother's still running your life.
No, she died 30 years ago, and no, she's not running my life anymore. But she used to.
How about you, Bradford? What's next?
Well, I used to belong to about 6 different clubs and social groups and councils and things like that. And it was useful at a point in my past when I had different hobbies and interests and things like that. But now I've moved on to things like balloon racing and the like. But I look back on all those groups, social groups and whatnot, clubs, and I realize I don't want that with their $1,000 a year membership dues and all those club meetings. All they did was take up all my time and money. You know, and preparing for those meetings, all the questions and all the paperwork.
Wow.
I had another photo of one of my wives in there.
Wow. And Gretchen?
Well, I have this cologne bottle from my ex-husband that I wanted to hold on to.
I'll take it.
Well, are you going to get back with him?
Heck no, we've divorced and we are not getting back together at all.
Okay. Well, and Bradford, anything else?
Well, yeah. So, I have this whip.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. My father would use this on me when he would tell me what he thought of me, you know. I was no good, would never amount to anything.
Well, is that true?
No, actually, I proved him wrong. I became an owner of a lawn and furniture company. And I also became the president of an outdoor furniture association for my state. But I must admit, I still remember my father's angry words.
He's not around still telling you those things, is he?
No, he died. He died drunk driving in his truck. But I guess I still wanted to remember him.
Yeah. You know something, all of these things we're talking about act like having a nail or nails in our tires. They slow you down, make you go flat. You have to take the nails out of your tires to operate at full speed and capacity or replace the tire.
Yes, I think you hit the nail on the head with that remark. That's in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Let us run with endurance the race God has set before us and take the nails out of our tires so that we can go, go, go. This is Pamela Bluewater for J&S Biblical saying good racing and good morning.
What are your thoughts on today's story? We'd like to know. So, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, J&S Authentic Biblical Productions. Whether it's the Word of God through parables, true stories illustrating parables, or true stories in the life of Jesus Christ with commentary, you can see them all by subscribing to the most comprehensive collection of videos of biblical stories for you and your family. Have a blessed day.